Hello students, let's start. Class 4, Subject EVS, Chapter number 14. Chapter name Water for Living. Topic Sources of Water. Today we are going to start the new chapter, Chapter 14, and the chapter name is Water for Living. Water. By listening this word, I am sure all of you think many things about this topic because all of you are familiar with water. So definitely you know that water is very important for all of us. Water is essential for life. It is very important part of our life. All of you know we can live for few days without food, but we cannot live without water. So it is very important and essential part of our life. A large part of our body is made up of water. It is the reason why we cannot live without it. Our body, the large part is made up of water. Means the structure that is of our body included it inside it that a large part of water is also present. Our earth is also called the blue planet because 3/4 of its surface is covered with water. Our earth that is also known as the blue planet means the other name of our earth is the blue planet. If you will call the earth as the name of the blue planet, it is also correct. And the reason behind it, on the earth, 3/4 part is surface is covered with water. Means the whole earth, the 3/4 part is water. That is why it is also known as the blue planet. Water is available on earth as salt water and fresh water. Means on the earth, two types of water is present. First one is the salt water and the second one is fresh water. We get fresh water from rain, rivers, ponds, lakes, canals, etc. These are the sources of water by which we are getting it. And the fresh water we can get from the rain, rivers, ponds, lakes, canals, etc. Actually, when the rain falls, rain is the main source. So when the rain falls, it collects in the other sources also. But we can get the fresh water from these sources. We also get fresh water from below the ground and draw it out with pumps from wells and tube wells. One more place that is present from where we get the fresh water, but it is inside the earth. So to get that water, we have to reach there, and the methods are wells and tube wells. By the wells and tube wells, we can get the fresh water. Rain. I am sure all of you are also familiar with this word because some people, even children, adults also, they like to enjoy the rain. Whenever the rain falls, they get out and enjoy it. Rain is the main source of water. It is the main source because earlier time when there was no technology, we don't have any other method, any other sources of water. That time only rain was the source of water by which we are getting from the nature. A large amount of rainwater falls into water bodies like ponds, lakes, rivers and seas. These are the water bodies where the water is collected and we get it from. So the rainwater which falls, it collects in the water bodies. Actually, rain is the nature's way to provide us the water to live and to survive. It also seeps into the soil and accumulated below as underground water. The water that collects in these sources that are also present, and the water that falls on the ground and mixes into soil. It seeps into the soil and collected in the form of underground water. Underground water which we just talked here, which we get from the wells and the tube wells. That is the water, is the underground water. Rainwater is the purest form of water. When the rain falls, it is in its purest form. There is no pollution in it. However, when it passes through the impurities in the air due to air pollution, it gets polluted. But when this rainwater comes in the contact of the air, it gets polluted. Because all of you know, at present the air is too much polluted. So the rain mixes with the air and it gets polluted. But when it falls in the condition of the rain, it is in the purest form. So these were the topic which we taught today. I will talk to you in the next class with the next topic. Thank you.